Welcome back to the Membership Success Q&A, where I, Evelyn Weiss, celebrate that I have over 4,000 paying monthly subscribers and over $90,000 in monthly recurring revenue by answering your questions. So the question for this video is, how did you manage in the beginning with a baby and toddler, and what did you focus your time mostly on? Your social media presence and marketing ads, or building the membership and systems? Seems to me you get so much done, so productive. Created a lot of content, YouTube, showing your memberships, new products all the time. How do you do it all? And by the way, so fantastic, really amazing and very inspiring. All right, I really love this question and I'll answer it in detail. Before I dive in, I just quickly want to show you my Stripe account. Because you should never trust someone around income claims on the internet if you have not seen any recording of how much they actually make. Okay, so what I want to say is that the amount of work that I get done right now is significantly higher than the one I got done in the beginning. So in another video of this series, I shared my growth journey, but I also want to again kind of go all the way back when I started growing my memberships. So in September 2020 is when I started my memberships. And I want to quickly reflect with you on the growth journey. So here you can see it started with 11 members, and then look throughout the whole first year. So it took me the whole first year to get to 200 active subscribers. And after that, it kind of exploded away. You better believe that I was working a lot harder here than I was working here. So here I was kind of harvesting the fruits of my really, really hard work here. And that's the unfortunate thing if you're a beginner, but that's also the kind of calming, relieving thought when you are already a little bit established. This is a huge entry barrier right here, because here you need to work so hard on yourself, on your mindset, on your habits, on getting consistent with things. And although that is relatively simple, it's not easy. And it's not easy if you have still a job to work. So I shared in the other video, the point where I was able to live just from the memberships was 3 months in. And up until that point, I had to kind of finance my life still with doing done for you client work, done for you agency work. And actually, I just stopped that. I stopped my last client a couple months ago. So last done for you client. I still have actually one wonderful woman that I run ads for. But my point is that, sometimes we have to get those things done while we also have to be a mom and while we also have to work our jobs. And this portion is the most difficult one, because you have to figure out what's actually my messaging, what's my offer, what do I post on social media, how do I get targeted traffic and reach. So here's what I focused on in the very beginning. Actually, I can share all of that with the resources that are in the Coach Growth Hub, which is my $7 membership, because you guys have all of that. I literally, for you, just documented what I'm doing. So when you look at so the first thing is that all of this, by the way, is in the mindset portion of the 50K roadmap. So this was the roadmap that I created when I was making my first 50K month and back in spring. And now you can see we are consistently at $100,000 months now. So highly recommend checking it out if you haven't yet. So the mindset work is for a reason here in the beginning of the roadmap. And I would really love if you could watch it and try to live it, because it's fairly easy explained, but it's really difficult to live. So that's the kind of work that we want to do. So the first thing is being really mindful about being productive and not busy. So I don't want to reiterate the whole roadmap here, but basically, because this question is from a Coach Growth Hub member, go through those things, right? And say, am I having many priorities, or am I having only a few priorities? Am I confusing requests and shiny objects with opportunities? And am I saying yes too often, or do I know how to say no, right? Am I multitasking or do I do one task at a time? So really getting very, very clear on what is busy work and what is productive work. Then the next thing is that I have daily money making tasks, and those are still the very same ones since the beginning. So first daily money making task is that I actually spend time to get clarity. I don't just jump into work. I use my self-management worksheet to organize my thoughts. So what I use in here is basically, the former president of the United States, Eisenhower. So I use his Eisenhower matrix to kind of organize myself every morning. So what I do is I sit down, I brain dump all the things my brain tells me that I need to do on that day, and then I categorize them into, is this urgent and is it also important? And important means in a sense of achieving my overall vision and mission, then I get it done today. Is it important but not urgent? Then I schedule when I get it done. Is it not important but urgent? Then I see if somebody else can help me to get it done, if I can outsource that. Is it not important and not urgent? And make the conscious decision to not spend any time and energy on that. The number one thing that you need to learn is stop doing things that don't move the needle. You need to actually do less, but do the things that move the needle more. So the next tasks, as in things that move the needle, is then supporting my clients daily. So when we support our clients daily, we can also get recommendations, and that means that we will receive more clients and more members. We can tell stories about how we help our clients. We can share proof. And if you look at my Instagram account, I'm sharing testimonials and screenshots every single day. And one of the reasons why I have so many to share is because I've been doing that since the beginning, which is why when people make progress, they know that I'll reward and I pay attention to it. I'm always personally thanking them and congratulating people and celebrate with them, which injected this huge celebration culture into my communities. So sharing those every single day has been a huge game changer for me. That's one of the money making habits I had like right from the beginning. So share the social proof, improve and talk about it. So understand how you need to update your materials, how you need to teach differently, and what tools and resources you can create for your clients to overcome the obstacle or make progress faster. Then document the process of creating it for your people on social media. So literally your content creates itself almost if you are just on this journey of improving yourself and improving the way you help people, and talk about it, publicly process it. So what I used to do right now, I mainly write the posts right away, but I actually used to journal, and I would use my journal entries as the prompts for my content. And that would help me to level up my skills. It would help me to reflect on what I need to do or what's going on right now, and it would help me to provide value. So when time is tight, you always want to think of things in how can I double use them, right? How can I double benefit from what I create? So one of the key examples, if you watched another video of mine where I shared how I create those growth jumps. So once I figured out what to do, after the first year, I was able to create those huge growth spikes. Let me go back quickly. Took me a long time to figure out what to do. And now you see, I was keep making those jumps. And those are basically new front-end offers that I introduced to my business, so that I added to my business as front-end offers. And the way I created them was that I created the monthly content for my members in a way that I can also repurpose it as a front-end offer and create with it, for example, an option funnel. So I just showed you the roadmap. So this is full circle. When I hit my $50,000 month, I was asking my members, hey, would you like me to create a roadmap around that? So they were like, yes, that would be phenomenal. So I documented the creation of the roadmap on my social media. So just actually want to show you this process. Quicker. here. So this is when the roadmap was released. This is where so here you can see all of those posts are around the roadmap. Just documenting my journey here in my bathing suit. I don't know in my robe. Okay, so I asked my members, hey, would you like me to create that? So I asked for permission. I validated my idea. Next thing was I created it and I kept documenting the journey and I kept talking about it on my social media. After that, I took this roadmap and I turned it into a front-end product by letting people know, hey, you can buy the roadmap separately or you can get it for free plus so much more and community support when joining the Coach Growth Hub. And that was one of my best self-liquidating front-end offers so far. So when you create things, for example, right now I reached this milestone, right? So I share the milestone with my community. That offers inspiration and it confirms that I am a good leader when it comes to building your coaching business and growing your memberships and using funnels and Facebook ads. So it reconnects me with my community. Now I'm asking for questions. I'm turning those questions into YouTube videos to reply and answer the questions that my community has. I will add them to my portal because it creates a great upgrade environment for my program that is specifically about coaching memberships. And I'll repurpose it on my YouTube channel where it will help me first off to increase the ad revenue that I have from YouTube. So I'm now averaging around $900 a month. But it will also expose me to new people that are then maybe interested in having my help growing their coaching membership. So all of it goes hand in hand. And that was the thing that I've been doing since the beginning. I would take the time in the morning and I would take the time when working with my clients is, okay, how can I maximize my time and create value on all ends as good as possible? How can I multi-purpose my process of creating value? How can I use this to impact as many people as possible on different points of our relationship? So not a client yet, a client for the lowest tier, a client for the highest tier, right? So how can I produce things in a way that it will have the biggest impact on the biggest amount of people? Then grow your list and audience every single day. And because I had Danny and not a lot of time, I would instantly work with Facebook ads. And that's one of the strategies that I teach you in the Coach Growth Hub. You can find that here under the lead magnet mastery training, how to sell your lead magnet. Watch the tutorials in here. I would build my list from day one. I would repurpose my social media posts as emails to my list. And I would use Facebook ads to grow my email list because that was, I didn't have the time just for organic marketing efforts. And that way I was also ensuring that I kind of get in touch with fresh blood. So I didn't want to fish for email addresses or something in Facebook groups because, those people are spammed with offers. And I wanted to make sure that my reach is always as targeted as possible. And then ultimately every single day you want to give value and you want to make an offer. So you maybe didn't notice, or maybe you did notice, but I actually made an offer in this video. So this video, as I said, will live on my YouTube channel. I let people know what I have to offer and I embed that in value. So I'm not hardcore telling people you should get the roadmap or you should sign up for my membership. But if you found this video valuable and if you're interested in growing your coaching business or starting a membership, you are relatively likely to check this out and sign up, right? So this is also how I provide value and make an offer every single day. Every single day, I'm trying to be vocal about my offers. So this is kind of the daily money-making tasks that I have on my to-do list. And as I said, the way to get so much done was just by really being extremely mindful about what do I focus my time and energy on, and how can I create the most value for the most people at various touch points, various points in their relationship with me, on their transformation journey with me, right? So that's one thing. And of course, you know, having really the ads running for you, because that just has a huge impact. That what's your offer, what's the best offer in the world worth if you don't get it in front of the right people? So that's why in the beginning I was using lead generation ads to grow my free Facebook group. I was nurturing for a month using the pre-launch content that I have in Funnels and Ads Pro. So I was basically doing this whole zero to audience for 1 month. Nurturing. At the end, I was offering my beta program. That was a 3 months coaching package for $9.97 while I was delivering it. So, you know, that was 3 months. So the average monthly income was not so high from that, but I also had the one-on-one coaching clients. So while I was delivering it and working with one-on-one coaching clients, I would, every time a question would come up for the people that I would coach, I would go in and I would answer it with a video. I would answer it with a resource I would create. So basically, I would also help my coaching clients in a way that I would create a resource as I do it, so that I don't have to repeat myself but answer the same question in the future. Here's the video to go with it. Here's the worksheet. This is how we do it. So I was, every step along the way, I was thinking, how can I turn it into a process? And then eventually I kept nurturing my group. I did my first bootcamp launch. I didn't sell anything after that because the first plan was to resell the program as a higher ticket, but that didn't feel aligned during the launch, so I didn't do it. So then I did a founding members launch for my membership, and I had very, very little things to start in there. But as I was serving my members, I kept creating the solutions for them. I kept sharing it. So basically what I told you, and eventually it will build up. And the thing is that the more you've created, the more time you've spent writing your social media content, the more people you've helped, the faster you are creating those things. Because I'm literally recording all those videos right now to answer the questions with zero preparation. I don't need to prepare because I've done that. I've been there and I've done that. I don't need to prepare for this because I can talk for this for days without preparation because I've done that. It's my genuine experience, right? So that is also why you get a lot faster, is because all your experience and all the tools you've built and all the thoughts you had and all the things you figured out along the way, they're now in here and you can tap into it, you know, at any time. It's almost like lifting in the gym, and in the beginning you can just lift very little weight, but your muscles, they start building, and eventually you'll be able to lift something on a daily basis that you would have never thought would be able, but your muscle grew stronger. You're now able to hold so much more and to produce so much faster. So to summarize, check out the money making tasks. Be extremely mindful what you do. Whenever you do something, do it in a multi-purpose way, and always focus on your daily money making tasks. These are the things that move the needle. Get clarity, support your clients and talk about it, right? Support your clients and talk about it. Turn the things that you do to support them into resources for the future. Grow your list and audience every single day. Enter your list and audience every single day. Provide value and make an offer. That does not mean that you need to say, buy now. That means that you need to be vocal about what you do and how you help people on a daily basis. All right, so that's it. Let me see if I've overlooked something. Create a lot of content. I think I've done that. I've answered that. And if there are any more questions around it, please let me know.